Yeah, so, here we are about the misaligned incentives of dating applications. And of course, it's got this picture of this phone here. So talking about apps on your phone, which, I've said before and I'll say it again. If you're on these phone apps and you're a guy, get off. Okay. Unless, of course, if you're one of these alpha males, if you score like a 10 out of 10, or maybe even a 9 out of 10, but if you don't even score that high, just from the way you look, just from your appearance, then get off these dating apps because they're taking your money. You're not going to get anything from them because all these women are doing is just swipe, 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 swipe. They're just doing the look test. And if you don't look like a 9 or a 10, it doesn't matter what you write. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you have to offer. It doesn't matter what you're committed to. It doesn't matter what direction you're going in life. None of that matters if you don't have the look. So that's just the way that is. And so let's see what this guy says. His name is Klein. Matt Klein. Okay. Yeah, again, you see part of the handle there for his Twitter, but Klein. But yeah, so the name is Matt Klein. Let's see what he has to say. Well, 30% of the U.S. population have used an online dating platform. 1 in 4 of those users, or 22.5 million Americans, have never actually gone on a date. Wow. 25% of them are using them and haven't actually gone on a date? That's significant. So let's see. Several years ago, Hinge found only 1 in 500 swipes turned into a phone number exchange. So here he's equating online dating platforms with the phone. And, certainly in this day and age, a lot of online stuff is equated with your phone. People live on their phones. But I tend to differentiate between phone app and, when I hear online dating platform, I'm thinking about something you access through your computer, a desktop or a laptop. I'm not thinking about something you access with your phone. So, but here he's obviously thinking about if it's online, he's accessing it through the phone. So, okay, we'll run with that. Turn into a phone number exchange. Only 1 in 500 turn into a phone number exchange. That means you have 20% of 1% chance of getting a phone number out. See, then this is why I'm saying, guys, if you don't look like a 9 or a 10, don't even bother being on the app. 4 out of 5 users can't recall the first name or their last right swipe because they've left swipe so many times. Because we're looking at this like we're commodities. And people are not commodities. It's one thing to look on your phone or, your desktop or laptop. You access a site like Amazon where you go and you buy something and you look through the reviews and then you make your purchase and 2 days later with Amazon Prime, it shows up at your doorstep. And it's the perfect thing. And if you don't like it, you just return it. And we're treating people the same way we treat commodities. And we're tripping all over ourselves because we're approaching this the wrong way. This is one of the reasons why we don't have success. We're approaching this the wrong way. This minimal success contrasts a more recent finding from a sociologist at Stanford University that connecting online has become the most popular way U.S. couples meet today. Yeah, for those people actually succeed, yeah, more and more people are meeting online. That is true. Roughly half of Americans aged 18 to 28 say they use online dating sites. The online dating industry, worth $2 billion in 2020 and growing 9% year over year, is a collection of companies that we've unjustifiably come to expect very little from, despite their ubiquity and importance. Well, this dearth of satisfaction can be chalked up to one critical variable: other users. Such low expectations should not be reconciliation of it is what it is. The sentiment should be reframed as an invitation for developers, marketers, and technologists alike to think harder, innovate better, and work faster, especially now that these platforms have been dubbed the necessary evil. I agree with that. If so many people are on these things and you want to be on top of the game, then you need to be developing an app that will outperform all the others. It'll do what all the others do and then do more. And it'll do it times 10, at least. I have my own ideas about what would make a good dating app based on my own experience. I think some of my ideas would just really skyrocket, but we may get into that later here in the video. I'm going to tease for you, yeah. So let's carry on. Despite widening the pool of potential dates, developing a ludicrously inconvenient manner to meet, and sparking countless loving relationships, just because a product occasionally works does not imply it's reliable nor an enjoyable experience. That's true. And a lot of these dating sites they approach it the same way. You know, it's like, well, it's working for us. We're making lots of money. Why should we change? And it's like, you want to stay on top of the game? You offer a better service, and then you can charge even more money, and then you can make even more money. So, yeah, you can help more people. And really, that needs to be your motivation. But too often, I think these companies that run these dating sites are motivated more by profit than they are about actually helping people. Honestly. So research does just uncover minimal success, but significant dissatisfaction. Again, because, people want to be satisfied. They're not coming to your site to give you money. They're not coming to your site so they can go through the motions and just keep going round and round, like a hamster at the pet store, running inside that wheel, just run around and run and get the wheel going round and round. They're not going anywhere, and people actually want to get somewhere. So you have to help them get somewhere, because eventually they just tire out and then you don't get any money from them. So I'd rather charge more up front for a quality experience that will help people meet their end needs than to just kind of not do anything for them and just kind of dangle the carrot out in front of them and then just be like, yeah, just keep going a little farther. You just need to do a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And yeah, it just doesn't, I'm sorry, you're not interested in helping me. You're interested in putting money in your wallet. According to Pew Research Center, 70% of U.S. adults do not think online dating platforms have had a positive impact on dating. Gee, you think? Especially with these new apps where you just swipe, left or right, depending upon if you want to know more or not. So you're just looking at a picture. And of course, most people don't look like a 9 or a 10. So, hello? So if those use a dating site app in the past year, we say they have left them feeling more frustrated, 45%, than hopeful, 28%. They're also more pessimistic, 35%, than optimistic, 29%. Well, 35 and 29, it's kind of borderline, whether they're in the same neighborhood or not. It's only a 6-point spread. So that's, maybe the next neighborhood over, but not that far away. I don't know. When it comes to the future of online dating, 4 in 10 users describe their time on these platforms as at least somewhat negative, including nearly 10% who say it was very negative. More than half of online daters reveal feeling lonely after swiping, a sensation that the product is meant to solve for. Yeah, because you're approaching this the wrong way. Again, you can't approach this like commodity shopping, because people are not products. People are people. So you have to treat people like people. You have to look behind the two-dimensional presentation you see with a picture and a paragraph and a profile. You have to get beyond that to see the three-dimensional person. But, how many of us are actually doing that? Most of us aren't. And that's why most of us are dissatisfied with these online dating apps. We're approaching it the wrong way. We're not keyed into fundamentals.